I see the jealousy.
Classic shit.
Jealous. Put all the rumors to rest. Juanie is back on the
Classic shit.
period. This is my YouTube. I'll be the baddest bitch here. Hey y'all, what's up? Oh, shooting the shits with Juanie. He's back. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. Oh yes. Oh yes. Can you guys see it? Oh yes. I'll be typing on the computers. On computers. All right, y'all. Listen, I am back today. This is a little bit different. I have more structure on this Shooting the Shits platform. I have to give you guys structure. I know that you guys love to hear me ramble, but I have topics. And this one, I'm just gonna stay on one topic specifically because I feel like you guys should get to know me a little bit better. You know, past all the antics and everything that I do, you know, I'm a stage play on its own, okay? Okay, so I wanted to share my coming out story with you guys. I don't know if it will, well, we can call it a coming out story. Listen, my family sat around and waited. That's what they did. We're not even gonna call it a coming out. They just sat there and waited. And I can respect it. I respect it. I can really respect that actually, because a lot of people are dragged out of the closet and yeah. So ever since I was a little boy, I'm not gonna make it like that. No, but ever since I was young, I knew that I liked boys. Like, they just were cute to me. Like, you know, you see one ready, you're like, ow. You know, like, they just have always been cute to me. And I just, you know, I just had to suppress these feelings, you know, and I'm just like not that type of person. Like, you know, I just had to suppress. Well, actually, you know what, thinking now, I can be a suppressor. I can suppress my feelings. And it's probably because I was trained to always suppress my feelings. And not that I was trained, but that's just, well, yeah, because when you're gay growing up, you're not allowed to really talk about that. When you're straight growing up, you can talk about the things that you like and the things that you thought this boy was, you thought this girl was, like, that's normal. And when you're in the closet, and when you're, and when you're in DL, you gotta fake the funk, right? Like y'all still. I don't think I was, I would never be qualified as DL. It was never my steez. But, look at my shirt. Oh yes. Oh pride. Oh yes. Make sure all right, y'all know this shirt is getting tight. Listen, I'm going to the gym and working out too. All right, this is just tidbits that don't even need to be thrown in there. But we just talking. Okay, so when I was younger, I, you know, just suppressed it, whatever. And I just remember being in kindergarten, I specifically know that I was like, this one guy was so cute. I remember like thinking like, he is so cute. I can't say anything. I just have to keep it to myself. So I just continue to grow up thinking like that. I ended up getting involved in church, and you know, everybody has their story of church. That's all I'm gonna say. Everybody has their story with church and how it may affect you and how it, you know, put a print on your life. I'll get to that. Oh, we'll get to it. But I had girlfriends. That's odd to say, because I had two, y'all, two. One was when I was in, sorry, I'm sure a little crazy. I do kind of need a new color, but one was specifically when I was, sixth grade, I can't remember. It was something, maybe fourth. It was somewhere around there. A nigga gonna be a nigga. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. And the other came when I was like 6th through 8th grade, actually. I lived. Shout out to me. I lived, darling. Oh, 6th through 8th grade. I mean, the only thing we did was kiss. Oh, God. But you know what? As a young kid, even though you were kissing something that's horrible, someone that you may not have been necessarily, because I can't say I wasn't attracted to her, because my penis got hard when I kissed her. I think that was just because it was another person. It's affection. That's what it is, because I've never had a kiss before. So that was so TMI. I'm gonna get to where I'm going, y'all, but that was so much. I'm so sorry. I just had to share that because it was just on my head. Okay. Yeah. So then, you know, it became this thing of, well, I'm gonna just keep suppressing this feeling. I'm not gay, you know. Oh my gosh, the bullying. Let me tell you, the bullying started. I mean, I've been bullied all my life. I can't say all my life. Now I'm not bullied. Probably behind my back, you bitches. It was just so tough. Like, people would come up, are you gay? Like, who? As a kid, I don't want to say I knew. Of course, I mean, I didn't know, but I knew I liked guys, but I didn't even know the term of it. You know, those people dragged me to those terms of gay, the infamous word that we really don't like to use, but faggot, you know, all those types of things. They just drug me. I mean, I remember I would just like, oh, come home and break down. But I only broke down, I would break down, oh my gosh, my mom doesn't even know this, but I would break down in my mom's bed because I was like, you know what? And my mom would probably be like downstairs doing something, so she would know. Oh yes. But I couldn't go to my room because me and my grandma shared a room at the time. So I was like, I'm gonna go to my mom's. Oh. Or sometimes she would be at work. So, you know, that's when you just let it all out. And I never really shared with anyone like, oh my gosh, this was, you know, hurting me and this was how I felt about it. I'm pretty sure I probably never really wanted to share because I just felt like it was also very true, you know, like that's actually what I do like. But it was looked at so nasty, like just so, with such disdain. I hated that. So, you know, you try to fit in, but I can truly say I never really tried to fit in, technically. I don't think I ever really tried to fit in. I more so just tried to shy away, if anything. I don't think I've ever been a fit-in type of guy. I mean, look at me. Oh, I stand out so much. But no, I just, I've never been that type of person. So it was kind of like, you know what I'm saying? Like, get your life. I'm gonna do what I need to do. I just won't. I would avoid. There we go. That's the perfect word. Okay, but let me tell y'all. So I'm gonna get to the coming out part. Listen, okay? I'm gonna get to it. Yeah. Okay. So, you know, I had a friend. Oh yes, I had a friend back in the day. Not like that. Not that type of friend. I had a best friend, who I had never really seen her with a dude before, and I guess it just never really dawned on me that she, you know, was a lesbian. So I just never really thought too deep about it. But this was in high school now. We're moving on to high school. Because listen, y'all, it was a bunch of bullying stories. We've heard it time and time again. I've been bullied. Like, you know, I'm gonna skip through the timeline a little bit because there's no point in like holding that one to you and bringing that to you all day. I'll skip to high school when it actually came out, the coming out part. I remember my friend, my best friend at the time, I think this might have been sophomore year, junior year. One of them, I can't remember. It was one of those years. And I remember she had been drug out the closet. Not so much just brought, like, came out. I think she was drug out of the closet, if I'm remembering correctly. And I knew I didn't want her to go through it alone. I said, I don't want this girl to go through this alone, you know. And she had already told me, I think, prior, so I'd already knew. I think I knew who she was dating and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd already known that. But growing up, I just didn't know that she was. I guess I never really like, paid attention. How about that? You shouldn't be, because at that time you're just trying to figure out life. You're young, so you shouldn't be trying to figure out, oh, I'm this, you know, like you can't pinpoint and box yourself in at that time in life. But people tend to, and then you get boxed into that certain person. But yeah. But I remember she was just so emotional, and my heart just broke. I still feel that same. Oh, I feel it every time I think of it. You know, and she just, that breaks my heart. Because her mom wasn't that receptive of it when she found out, I believe, or told, either way. She just wasn't that receptive, and she was like, don't be bringing that around this house and stuff like that. And I just thought, oh, I can't let this girl go through that alone. I'll never forget that. So I said, she can't go through that alone. And I went upstairs to my mom and I told her with the whole situation. I said, and she was like, okay, you know, she was like very like warm about it at the time. So I'm like, yeah. So that's exactly what I said. I remember, yeah. So she's like, are you telling me that you are? And I was like, yeah. And I remember she said, get away from it. Go pray. Go pray. That was her words. Go pray. Sorry, mommy, I'm just telling my story. Listen, I'm just telling my story. This is how it happened. So she said, go pray. And I was like, I just felt crushed too. I feel like, so I went outside and I think I got on the phone with maybe my best friend at the time. I'm pretty sure, I think so. And I told her, basically I was moved by your story and by what happened, and I didn't want you to go through this alone. And I went and told my mom, and I was standing outside, and I think my mom was like, Juan, what are you doing out there? Oh my gosh, I just sounded just like my mom. And she was like, what are you doing? Get in here. And I was like, she talking about, listen, I've been on the phone probably ever since I was in maybe second grade, maybe first. I will get home and let me call somebody, so-and-so, because I need to talk. I've been on the phone all my life. So me standing outside on the phone was nothing new. So she was like, I just thought you were gonna run away and I didn't want you to hurt yourself. And she was like, I have to love you for who you are. I can't not love you for what you like. That's not even right of me. And I remember she went in the bathroom and she let the water run for a little while. And I remember she just came out and gave me a hug. And I felt so warm. And ever since after that, me and my mom's bond has just grown and grown and grown. Now here we go. Because that's my mom. And my mom, she's really one of the sweetest people on this earth. Like, literally. If you ever met my mom, anybody who knows my mom knows that my mom is like just so nice. And sometimes I'll be like, you're just too nice. But she's just really sweet. That's truly who she is. And I think that her, maybe the way that she grew up, and she also, I know for sure now, later on talking to her, she also did not want me to go through certain things that, she had seen other people go through. So she just didn't want that for me. So that's why she also was kind of like, go pray it off. I don't know why people even say that though, but it don't work. You just suppress it. People suppress who they are. I have before, but I wasn't gonna do it anymore. That's how I felt. Now, there is a bit of a period from high school until about 24, maybe 25. I think 25. I'm living, zipping, zoo, in it, doing my life, you know. But I had never told my father, because me and my father aren't close like that, to be honest. That's just the truth. So it's easy for me to just be like, I don't really have to tell him, you know. And if he finds out, it wasn't like I was scared to, you know, confront that. It was just, I didn't feel like I needed to tell you, like, you know. But I went to visit him. I think it was this past summer, y'all. So it had to be when I was 25, but it might have been 24. Forgive me. I'm forgetful sometimes. I remember the pain. Just playing. But yeah, I went to see him, and we're just chatting. He was like, I got a question for you. And he was like, how come you never told me that you were gay? I instantly in my head, I'm thinking, does a straight person ever got to tell you that they straight? Oh, they can just live their life. Okay, so I just don't understand why it's always like that. That's so weird to me. Like, even when anybody talks about it, why does that have to be the main thing? Like, why do I have to tell you that? You already knew. I know you already knew. So what was the point? He said I had been waiting on you to just tell me. Why were you waiting on me to tell you who I like? Anyway, so that's another thing that we need to change that. You don't have to tell everybody who you like and what's your sexual orientation. That's so stupid. Like, let's change that, change those thoughts, because that don't make no sense at all. But okay, so we and I remember he said he loved me, you know, no matter what. He said, I got friends at work that I be trying to hook up, you know, with other dudes. I got gay friends at work. I ain't got a problem with them, and I appreciated that. Again, like I said, our relationship isn't like, we're not close, so it wasn't like, oh, but it did feel good in the moment. I'm not gonna say it didn't feel good. It did feel good because I feel like another layer was brought down for us to definitely, you know, build upon our relationship. So it was something that I thought was, you know, amazing at the time, and it still is. It still is amazing because, like I said, a lot of people are shunned for their sexuality by their family. They don't get the proper dues, and it just, you know, my heart goes out to people who have those stories, because not everybody's story is like mine. Where I live out proud, and I go to Pride, and I go to other stuff. Like, I just, you know, I've dated and I didn't hide it. I was who I was. I am who I am at this point. But I can only imagine always just searching for acceptance, just off of that. And I still sometimes search for acceptance myself, so I can relate, definitely. But I just say all this to say, coming out is not easy. It's something you battle with even after the day you come out. You still battle with the fact of judgment, no matter what, because people instantly think when you're gay, black gay male, and probably white gays too, and other races. I'm not sure, but they instantly think you're out just having sex all the time, all this stuff. You're gonna get diseases, and that's far from the truth, by the way. I think when you are gay and black, a lot of the stuff that's exploited on the TV is not pertaining to you. So yeah, you go out and you go to different avenues to try to figure out what is your fit, and sometimes it, you know, might get you into some dangerous stuff. But I don't think that it should ever be a thing of or thought where instantly, if they're gay, they're going to be doing this, da da da. Because I wasn't that person. I was not out here doing it, you know. I know I'd be like acting like but I wasn't. I didn't get into my first relationship, y'all, until I was 24. So I just wasn't out here doing that. I mean, yes, you know, I've had some rendezvous or whatever, but it was nothing major. It was nothing major. Like, Don't play me. But yeah, I just want to change that stigma. So I'm here today to lay my story on the platter, and that's what I wanted to do on this episode of Shooting the Shits with Juanie, because, you know, who would I be without doing this? Like, I have to do these types of things. So it's amazing. Just the road that I've been on, the journey that I'm still continuing on is honestly amazing, and I'm just excited for the next chapters and all of that. I know I have to do a shameless plug. I have to tell you guys to stream Dreamin', because of course. And also, I will have an EP coming out this May. I've been working on some songs, y'all. Ooh, my bitch is tired. So I've been working on some songs, and it's gonna have some visuals. There's gonna be a lot of things with this, and I will let you know that we'll have like an unveiling of the cover art, of the name of the EP. Oh, let's do it all. Let's just have a big shebang. And then also, within this, I've actually been recording and documenting things of me, like in the studio and stuff like that, behind the scenes, and just me talking and all that type of stuff. So I'm gonna make a little bit of a documentary. I am doing all of this, by the way, so this is all coming out of my own pocket. But you know what? I'm willing to sacrifice for the cause. Like, this is just amazing. It's gonna be my career, so we just, you know, y'all know I just like the gift of gabs. I like to talk to y'all. Oh yes. Oh yes. Did I show y'all my nails already? I'm sure I did, but y'all need to see. Look at that. Hold on, wait. Do y'all see that that's a money sign? Oh, with the diamond. Not a real diamond. I would never spend that much, darling. Never spend that much. Okay, but yeah. So, if anybody else is struggling out there to come on out, please feel that this channel is, you know, here to welcome you. You can get your entire zhuzh while you're here. Don't feel like you gotta be anybody but yourself. And that is a lesson that I have learned over the years, is I'm never gonna be anybody else but Dewan, and I'm okay with that. So love yourself, trust the process, and enjoy the journey. Don't give up. That's the biggest thing, because I know that there are so many people who are suicidal and just feel like this is the end, and it's just not. It does get better. It does get better. So please just stay in there and hang in there. And, I love y'all. I really do love y'all. And I think this was very therapeutic for me. And I am hoping that it was therapeutic for you. Get into this, whatever. This is pride.